time to make some brownies.
Okay, so after yesterday's video, what I've decided to do is just focus on the actual cooking of all these different things. As today we are making the world's healthiest brownies, apparently. Unfortunately, I only have this bowl and this cup. So we're going to see how this works out. Anyway, once again, I don't have a blender, but to help me out with the tofu, I've got this amazing-ish grater. So that's going to be something. Alright, so first thing I got to do is preheat the oven to 350. I'm doing that in all of its glory. Unfortunately, this calls for vanilla extract. All I could find was almond, but since there are nuts that are part of this, it should all hopefully work together. Alright, so first thing is I need 1 1.3 sorry, of flour. So let's steal Malka's flour. Put that together. Alright, that looks just about right. So that's in there. Next thing that goes in there is the baking soda, 1 teaspoon. Oh my god, it looks terrifying. Alright, just like some cocaña. Alright, hopefully that is somewhere in the range of a teaspoon. Alright, baking soda's in there. Cinnamon. I forgot to get the cinnamon out. But I'm sure it is lurking here. Still left over from yesterday. And that one is once again a teaspoon. Next up is sugar and cocoa powder. So for the sugar I need, 3/4 cup. Luckily this is, what is this size sugar? Rather than using Malka's super fine, I will use this parade of granulated that I got. Ooh. I'm not gonna lie, this is not looking like the world's healthiest brownies in the world. Just gonna throw that out there. Alright, 3/4 of that. And then cocoa powder, 1/2 cup. Okay. Hershey's, name brand dropping on that one. Ugh. Alright, 1/2 cup is what it is asking for. And that, if I actually have it right. Yeah, that's about 1/2 cup. Alright, so that's all my dry ingredients. So that is our starting point, it would seem. I'm just going to clean up all that stuff real quick. Yeah, as I do not need it anymore, and therefore it would be foolish to keep it out and confuse myself, as I tend to do. Alright, next is, the tofu just always makes me sad. Okay. So, in order to get past that issue of it not really blending yesterday, I thought it would make a lot more sense to just grate this puppy. And it seems to be grating a lot better. Or getting into chunks that will be more mixable at a far better rate. So I got that going for me. This Outer Banks cup is very, very useful as of late. Not for actually drinking anything, but other things. Alright, that is looking moderately blended in all of its general jars. What else is going in there is applesauce, oil, vanilla, tofu, all these different things. So I'm going to get the easier things done first. Vanilla, once again, asking for a teaspoon. Alright, that looks good to me. How much canola oil are we putting into this? It looks like, let's see, canola oil, a tablespoon. So that is a big chunker. Alright. Alright, next up is applesauce, of course. How much applesauce is going into this is a 1/4 cup. That looks just about right. Alright, just like yesterday, I'm just going to be blending this. Or actually, if I really want to be cool, I got a whisk today. Oh. This is not perfect once again, but it is a massive improvement over the previous day. In fact, it is looking almost liquidish. If I had done this yesterday, that pie would have been a much bigger success. Once again, we need a blender. Alright, now I gotta stir in the dry ingredients. So, yeah, there you go. Gonna need a spoon. Gonna need a spoon. Whew. Oh, what a day. It is about 100 degrees outside today, so as you can imagine, it's the perfect day for making brownies. Alright, now I'm stirring all this stuff together. It's definitely expecting it to be a lot moister. Or need milk or something, because this is just looking like a clumped up, just looking very clumpy. Even better. Yeah, because this is definitely not looking like a pour on batter. Oh, because it is asking for silken tofu and not what I use. So we're gonna cheat a little bit and put some milk in it. Alrighty, there's the stuff. So yes, not vegan friendly. Well, at least now it's mixing. Yeah, now it actually looks like what one would expect. I don't know if this makes it the healthiest as it once was, but it definitely looks now like actual batter. I assume I could have also done this with milk if I had wanted to maintain the more vegan aspects of this, but I actually don't care about it being vegan as long as it is good. Alright, and I also got some nuts for this, like it suggested, though it said they were optional. So if you have an allergy to nuts, and by some chance you are around these brownies, don't eat them. Walnuts. Alright, those should have been chopped. But we'll see how that works out. Alright, and stirring. Alright, that is looking just gloppy enough. So now to prepare the pan. Hopefully these brownies will not be too ludicrously thick. And to spray that down, we need our Pam. Non-stick, baby. Alright, now just going to glomp this all in here. Luckily this is looking like just the right amount of stuff for what I'm doing. Whew. It is heavy. We'll see how much this thing rises. Alright, nice and smooth. Once again, not a perfect mix, but definitely better mixed than yesterday. Without getting too anal, I think that's as much stuff as I'm going to get out of this. Alright, so it's looking like a pretty smooth batch here. I'm just trying to get a little bit extra here on the side because nobody likes those runty corners. I mean, if it were up to me, everything would be a corner slice, but I don't believe that cutting is absolutely necessary. Let me actually just taste this. That tastes delicious. Okay, so I believe we're preheated. So now I'm just going to place this in the oven for the next 45 minutes. Alright, and we will see how this all works out. Okay, it's time for the grand reveal. So let's first off just turn off the heat because that burns like a mother. And oh, what do we have here? Whew. Alright. There we go. There you are. Alright. Okay. So these are actually not looking at all bad. I mean, compared to what you see brownies are, they're looking moist. It's warm, firm. You can see some of the nuts there, so that might have helped to chop it up. But overall, it is not looking so bad. Okay, so there we have it, all cut up with our lovely little knife. And still steaming hot. Here's a piece, so hopefully it will not burn my mouth. Very nutty. Which is probably why this nut did not quite make it. But honestly, not bad for my my first go at it. I'm pretty happy with when it went. Not bad for a lazy Thursday.
Me, a brownie!